Alright, we're going to give you a little rundown on this trip we're going to be taking from Boxley Trailhead to the Steel Creek. This is in southern or northern Arkansas, just south of Ponca, and that's just east of Jasper, south of Harrison. Anyway, we're going to talk a little bit about this trip we're going to be taking. I'm going to go ahead and put this thing on profile view so you can kind of get an idea of what we're looking at as far as the profile goes. I'm going to set this up to where I can get a profile of this trail that we're going to take. And this entire trail now is represented down here at the bottom. And as you can see, that little slider right above, about the middle of the screen, is moving up and down. So when I move it down through here, it moves up in there. This is the trailhead that we're going to be taking right there. And we'll park our cars there after dropping off a car at Steel Creek. And then we'll hike in the dark. And about here at the top of the hill, we're going to have a base camp about right in here. You can see that little green tent right in there. Let me go ahead and just zoom in just a little bit right there. Okay, there you go. There will be our first base camp within 3/4 of a mile. So we'll be hiking in the dark. So yes, and this is a climb. It's like 450 feet climb from starting out about 1,150 feet up to just under 1,600 feet. So we'll have a pretty good climb right off the bat, and then we'll have base camp set up right in here on top of the valley, overlooking the valley. Then in the morning we'll have of course we'll have a council fire and camp, cook around the fire, that kind of stuff, and good times. Then in the morning we'll break camp and leave out about 8 o'clock, and we'll take this trail and we'll be heading flat, going around. We'll take part of a road. This is right off of 21. This is called Walker Mountain Road, and we'll take a road right up to that point, and then we'll hit the trail again and take off running. We will walk through the rest of the day pretty much up and down. The trail goes up and down. We'll have a pretty good climb again, about 4 miles in the trip, and we'll be passing over about 4 different creeks. And at this time here we got about the same kind of a climb as what we did that first morning, and we'll come back out, and then after about 8 miles we'll be base camping right in this area here. Go ahead and give you a little profile of that, and as you can see right in here, we'll be overlooking the Lost Valley Road. This is where the Lost Valley Park is right here, and a lot of times there's the elk are down in these meadows right down in here. So this should be a scenic overview of that valley back in there. And then after camping out that night on Saturday night, we'll be breaking camp about 8 or 9, have just a little service in the morning, and then we'll be right at 3.5 miles out to there, and it'll be basically downhill from there and an easy hike along the trail. We will come up to the Ponca low water crossing bridge. When we did our 27-mile hike, we hiked on the old Buffalo Road Trail, which takes you along this side of the river. But the Buffalo River Trail, they both cross right here. And this one will be on this side. It'll be up on the bluffs going overlooking the river. And so I'm kind of anxious to go check that trail out. And then after we do that, we'll hike that back over here to Steel Creek and enjoy that trip, and then head out. And that will be our trip. The whole loop will be about 13.5 miles, 13.6 miles, and the elevation change. Let me go ahead and give you a little more elevation change. We'll be climbing about 3,500 feet over 2 days. Just to give you a reference, that trip to Compton, which had a lot of up, and we did it in half a day, was 25 or right at 2,500 feet of elevation. So this looks pretty like we do a lot of up, but it's not too bad over 2 days. And we will have 2 climbs of 500 feet and then 450 feet. But it's doable, and we'll have a good time. We'll be seeing some pretty cool stuff, and looking forward to doing that with you. And that is the overview of the trip, looking at the topo on the Boxley to Steel Creek River Trail. And we'll be doing that on December 20th, 21st, and 22nd. Looking for a great time.